So something happens magically in your life after you turn 40. And I used to hear people say it and it used to irritate my soul because I'm like, whatever, let me figure out on my own. But I'm figuring it out on my own. And yes, honey, you have a whole mindset shift and a complete system reboot about your outlook on life. And one thing that I've been realizing is I no longer want to be available for the BS. And the BS consists of chaos. If you bring chaos, I don't want to be a part of it. If there's an activity, if there's a job, whatever it is, if it involves me having to step outside of that calm, divine, feminine softness, I don't want to be available for it anymore. And I'm not going to say that you don't feel that before you turn 40, but there's something that happens within you that you just completely shift and don't want none of it. And it doesn't matter what you have to sacrifice to find that peace and to maintain it, you will do whatever it takes. I'm starting to realize that we live in a rush culture, y'all. A culture that tells us that we should always force and grind and hustle and fight our way to get to the top. The top of what? What are we fighting to get to? Like, there are so many things that I realize that I don't want anymore because a lot of what we were taught we should have or want, that American dream, first of all, it don't exist. And second of all, if it do exist, the sacrifices that you must make to get it is outside of what I want to put myself through. I've been through enough. And if you're listening to this is your confirmation to tell you that you've been through enough too. We are tired. We're tired of trying to survive to get to nowhere. That hamster wheel. We're all like little rats in a box running around trying to find a cheese and the cheese ain't even there. And so when you are at a place where you are tired and chaos is no longer comfortable, this is the moment where you find peace. This is your aha moment. This is that light bulb moment where you're like, I'm completely done. I don't want it anymore. What you are offering, what you are laying down, I no longer want it. I don't want to be a part of the rush culture. I don't want to be a part of the chaotic lifestyle of nothingness. I'm starting to realize that in peace, in calmness, is where you find your actual true self. You find what you really want out of life. I know, we supposed to want money and the things that come from money. We supposed to want these perfect relationships, friendships, and marriages, and these perfect lives with our children. That shit don't exist. It's all made up. But we don't know what we really want out of life because they told us and we just ran with the shit. We ran with getting up at 6 a.m. just to rush to a job or a career or a business to satisfy someone else, just to get paid from that job, career, or business, just to pay more bills so we can continue to do the same thing over and over and over. Nowhere along that line are we finding a sense of happiness, a sense of self worth. We are literally just waking up to perform every single day of our lives. And then we look up and we're old as shit. And now we're like, I want this in life. Well, you could have found that out back then, but you were too busy rushing through life to figure out what really makes you happy. And you never stop to question if what they tell me is that American dream, is that really something that I want? There is no American dream. There is no perfect life. There is no mountaintop where you're going to safely land and just be happy because you can hustle and bustle all your fucking life. You can get all the money in the world and then you still find yourself unhappy. You hear about it all the time. You hear stories about people that has been rushing and hustling and bustling their way through life and then they still fucking find themselves unhappy. You then pushed away all the relationships, all of the times that you could have had with family and people pass on and you never get to spend any time with them. How is that happiness? How is waking up every morning? I'm telling myself this because I get up at about 4 o'clock every morning to make sure. Let me stop lying. It ain't every morning, but I'm trying. I'm a work in progress. But I get up every morning at the fucking crack of dawn before the sun gets to say hi, and I'm out before the sun, trying to rush to a job. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't hate my job. If I got to do a job, that's gonna be the one I'm gonna have to do for now. But rush to a job to perform at that job to get paid a check so that I can come home, miss so much quality time with my children, especially my baby girl Spiritual, who is 3 years old, who I have to get up with me at the crack of dawn and take her to daycare, rush to this job, perform, come back home, cook. Just y'all get what I'm saying. The whole performative piece of life lately, since I'll be 40, um, I've been deciding that I no longer want that for life. And that is not making me happy. And continuously rushing through life and forcing things and, you know, just being consistently in survival, it's kind of like at its expiration date. I'm tired. If you're watching this video, you're probably tired too. This is your confirmation if you've been wondering, damn, what do I want out of life? This is where you stop. Turn off the TV. After this video, turn off your phone. Take a sabbatical if you can. Take a mental health day. Take a PTO day. Call the fuck off if you have to. You sit with yourself and you be like, hmm, if there was no amount of money in the world, if I knew that I'd have the basic necessities that I need, if everyone is safe and I didn't have to do anything rather than want to do anything, what would that be? How would that look? And the most important piece is, how would I feel? How would you feel if you could do anything that didn't require money and didn't require for you to push and rush yourself through life? If that is, making these big old amounts of money, I want you to ask yourself, what do I want to buy with that money to secure my happiness? And I'm not talking about generational wealth because that's important. I'm talking about you. What is it that you really want? What is that piece what is that thing, that moment, that whatever it is that bring you a sense of peace? Because I think one of the parts that we're missing through all this is that peace is what reigns happiness. Peace brings us a sense of calm, a sense of worthiness, a sense of existence in the present moment. Peace. It's not things that you can buy. It's that beautiful euphoric feeling on the inside of you that helps you understand and see that it doesn't matter where you're at, what you're doing, who you with, how much you got, you are completely satisfied and happy in whatever situation that you're in internally. And if you are unhappy there, then that's the part you need to work on. It's nothing around you. Nothing is going to help you here. It's what you got going on internally that's going to shift everything in your existence. But first, you have to find out what it is. First, you have to find your peace. What does that look like? How does it feel? And if you're not there, how do you get there? What's the fucking, what's the mode of transportation to get you to that peace mode, not beast mode? So if this resonate with you in any way, please subscribe to my channel and let's get there together.